Whoa, let's get into it, fellas. So, had a loyal patron supporter that obviously he watched my video while I was talking about the categories men put women in. And basically he wanted to know exactly how do you put women in those categories, right? Because it's not like you look at a woman and say, hey, you're a rotation girl, you know. So basically he wants to know how to ease them into a category. And, you know, this kind of takes me back to my personal training day, guys. So a rule of thumb was when you first got a client as a trainer, they would not work with you as in your schedule. Like either you could train them at the time they wanted or you can go to hell, right? And I remember the OG trainers telling you have to just, you know, buckle down and give them the time that they want at the beginning. And as they like you and you build more rapport with them, they will work with you. You know, I ain't saying a client that want to train in the morning gonna work with you and train 9 o'clock at night. I ain't say all that. But that just hypothetically say you got a client and it'll be more convenient for you if they train at 6 instead of 7 p.m. And because your last that would be your last session. Instead, now you got a gap and you like, can you come to at 6? And they can, but it'll inconvenience them a little bit. Once they like you a little bit, say you've been training with them for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and you bring it up again, they would work with you. So you can so you could fix your schedule the way you want to, but it don't work like that at the very beginning. Either you can do what they want. And that when he asked me that, it kind of made me like that, like how you put them there. So his question was, he had this girl and he basically wants to make her a friend with benefits, right? To where he get all the sex, but I don't got to take the bitch out, right? So he wanted me to talk. So I'm going to go through all the categories that I named in that video and show you exactly the rules of engagement and how to put them in a category. Number one, guys, friends with benefits. And all these are going to gradually go up, right? So number one, friend with benefits. The friend with benefits, the girl with the benefits this is the girl. She gets no dates. She gets dick. All right? She gets no good morning text. She gets dick. She don't get nothing but dick. Okay, guys? And so basically, guys, this a woman that's a friend with, typically what we're talking about, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Typically, when we have a girl that we want to label friend with benefits, either she's subpar in looks and you really want to take that ugly bitch or that average looking bitch in public. But let's be real, this ain't average. Typically, friend with benefits, the bitch gonna lower your sexual market value if you get seen with her. Let's just call a spade a spade. You can't be seen with this bitch. The bitch got a little bit too much stomach. A little bit, just a little bit too much stomach. The bitch need to do a few more push-ups and maybe you can be seen with the bitch in public, right? Or you don't like her personality. Now, this is why I didn't want personality to be with, typically if a girl don't have a personality you like, typically she's a one-night stand, right? So we don't, a girl who's friend with benefits, she typically has an okay, passable personality because the bitch ain't got a good personality. You want to fuck the bitch one time, you know. I had girls like this and they are fucking annoying. And so why I might not initially had a one night stand on my mind, in the course of getting the ass that one night, I made up my mind I never wanted to see this bitch again. The bitch is so annoying, right? Wanna cuddle, bitch, you're a friend with benefits. You're a sneaky link. We don't cuddle with sneaky links, right? You know, the bitch just getting out of pocket. And so typically either they not attractive enough or you don't like their personality. But usually personality goes with the one night stands. Okay, the rules of engagement. The rules of engagement is you invite her, you text her to invite her over. You don't call or text just to, do a checkup. None of that bullshit. You only communicate with her when you got a free night for her to come over and bust it open. That's it. That's it. Now, here's the catch to this. You guys can't have your cake and eat it too. The woman can either take it or leave it, right? But you can't make her take it. So understand what I'm saying. If the woman feels like I'm not getting nothing out of this, which she probably won't, as most of you guys know, most women only come with oral sex for the most part, or through some mental stimulation. We don't mentally stimulate friends with benefits, right? Bitch, we don't try to talk to you like that. So typically this type of woman, unless you're Chad Thundercock, is going to get very little out of this, right? Now she can, if she leaving a club and you're the guy she calls after she leave the club, or she has some poor simp that's taking her out for dinner and she calls you after the simp drops her off or whatever. Now she got a full belly of his food and she come fucks you, right? So yeah, in that situation. But typically, guys, what I am telling you is don't expect friends with benefits to last that long unless you're very good or very compatible with her sexually. Because like I tell y'all guys, sex is not about who's good, who's bad. It's about sexual compatibility. You might have one girl, every time y'all have sex, you can make that bitch come. And you have this other girl over here, she's sitting there laying, looking at you like a damn dead dog, like, are you finished yet? It's all about sexual compatibility, right? You know, so it ain't really about who's good, who's bad. It's about sexual compatibility. And so you have one woman who likes big cocks and you have another woman who prefers 5-inch cocks because the 10-inch cocks are too big. So it's not about who's good or bad. I want y'all guys to just understand that. Some women would prefer a 5-inch cock over a 10-inch cock. I know y'all think every woman wants a 10-inch cock, and I'm telling you it's not true. Some women prefer a man with a 5-inch cock who knows how to use it the correct way. Okay, guys? So, but what I'm telling you is, you can't, there's no way I have no game to make you get a girl like that or just accept forever that she's just going to be a busted baby. As she can either take it or leave it, and typically after a little while, they're going to leave it. And I'll kin it to you guys like this. What would you do if you had a girl who wanted you to just take her ass out or talk to her on the phone, but she don't want to give up no ass? What would you do? What would you do? Would you keep texting back and forth with her for 3 months? She don't want to go, she don't want to meet up. She don't want to fuck. All she want to do is text or want you to take her out on dates. What would you do? Would you do that forever? Okay then. So if you wouldn't do that forever, then don't expect no girl to be a sucker and come over and fuck you with no dates, no financial assistance or nothing. She just knows she's not going to do that forever. The same way you wouldn't sit there and keep texting or taking her ass out on dates forever without giving up no ass. Okay? So as much as women try to friend zone us or think we're going to be their buddy forever and a day, and that whenever they need some emotional support, we supposed to text and be cool with just texting. At some point, you're going to be like, man, damn this shit. And at some point, the woman with friends with benefits is going to say, man, damn this shit. Okay, guys? So I just want to put that out there. That in all these categories I'm saying, understand that every girl that's going to have some time limit in her head that she won't expect to be graduated. And if that don't happen, she's going to move on. Okay? I don't expect a girl to suck my dick the first time we fuck, but bitch, you better suck it pretty soon, or I'm gonna move on. We're gonna have to do some progressions. All right, I might be cool with just fucking with no head for the first month, but at some point, you're gonna have to suck some dick, or I'm gonna keep it moving. Simple as that. So everybody wants progressions. Okay, guys? So I just want to put that out there. But like I said, the rules of engagement are only to call her to set up to come over. All right? Next, dating. All right? This means the girl gets dates, but no consistency. All right? That's what dating means. So that means that you're not obligated or required to see her every week. And let me speak to this for a second. Because, guys, this has been one of the most overlooked aspects, and maybe I should have talked about it more also, that sometimes you guys will go out on a date with a girl, and then you'll reach out the very next week. And I have brought this up before a couple of times, and I think it probably went over y'all heads. You'll call and say, hey, are you free this Friday? Or free whatever. And she's like, no, I'm not free this. And then the girl will reach out to you in 2 or 3 weeks, and you like, what's going on? That's because the girl doesn't want no consistency. She wants to date. That means she probably wants to see you once a month. All right, guys, I want y'all guys to understand that. It's not all about games, this, that, and the other. She went back to her boyfriend. It's that she don't want to see you on a consistent basis. So you'll go out with a girl, y'all have a tremendous date. Maybe y'all even slept together, right? And then you'll call next week or text next week and say, hey, you free this Friday? And then she's like, no, I'm not free this week. And then you're like, damn, what happened? Did you lose? It's a very good chance that the girl did like you and she wants to see you again. She just don't want to see you consistently. Okay, guys? But anyway, as regards to men putting women in the dating category is, you don't communicate with her at all other than to set another date. Typically, guys, this happens when a guy has too many options. This is typically going to be either a guy super busy on his purpose or he's super busy banging other bitches. And he can't. Okay, let me explain this to y'all guys, right? Let's hypothetically say I'm in med school, right? And I only got 1 day a week available, right? 1 day a week. Let's hypothetically say that's Sunday, right? But let's say I don't want to just see the same bitch on that Sunday. I want to keep my options open. I'm a busy man. I'm in med school all day studying, so I got 1 day open. But I don't want to just date one bitch, okay? So what happens is I might have 3 women I'm dating, and I might can't see each one but once a month. So, in order for me to do that, that means that the women are just going to have to accept that I'm not going to be able to give them any consistency. Because I don't want to just date one chick. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, right? And I have more options to do that. And so I don't want to just see the same girl every Sunday. Now, as what I said with the friends with benefits, you have to accept the fact that you might have a girl that grows tired of that. And that's, guys, listen, that's fine. That's fine. She could take it or leave it. You can't give her no consistency. You can't get blood from milk. You can't get blood from a tree. Okay, guys? You can't. So what I'm saying is, if you don't have the time available, whether it's because you're dating a whole bunch of women or because you're too busy professionally, it really don't fucking matter. All it means is, or maybe you just don't want to. Maybe you do got the time. Maybe you just don't want to. Maybe you just don't want to. Maybe you just don't want to get as attached to that bitch as fast. You know, whatever the case is. But understand is, she got the right to say, hey, this guy has. So what I'm telling you is this the course of action you're going to go where you're just dating a woman, and you take her out on a date on the 1st of the month, and you don't reach back out to her again on the 20 to the 24th of the month. And when you reach out to set a date and she's like disinterested because you ain't contacted her in 3 weeks, that's her choice. And she could do that. And you have to be okay with that, is what I'm saying. It's no different than when a woman, say we've been out with a girl, we went out 3 times, and I'm like, hey, you want to come back to my crib? And the woman is standing on her swear, and she's like, no, we moving too fast. And you have in your head, okay, I'm moving on. The woman is very well aware that by her not coming back to your crib, she's very well aware that you might cut it off, and she's ready to accept those consequences. The same thing goes for you. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't make a woman accept you being able to disappear for 2-3 weeks and expect her to just be okay with it. Maybe she is, but maybe you won't be. Maybe she won't be, and you have to be cool with that. So the rules of engagement is you reach back out only, even if she initiate contact with you, you respond back, but you only initiate contact with her when you want to set a date. When she reach out and contact you, and to contact you, do not keep this long back and forth 20-minute, 30-minute text message, phone conversation backwards and forth. Because you are dating. This is no relationship. This is nothing. I'm not trying to get no emotional attachment to this, right? We're casually dating. I see you once a month. I reach out to you. We can go hang out. And that's what happens. Okay, guys? But you have to be okay with that. If she starts stressing you about, hey, when I'm going to see you again and stuff like that, because I've had that happen. The girl wants to see you again. And typically, she'll ask you this on the date because you take so long in between dates. What you say is, I got a busy couple of weeks coming up. I'll get back to you. And that's it. That's what I always say when I'm dating women and I don't want to see them with consistency. I haven't been on that in a while, to be quite honest with you, where I'm just casually dating like that. I used to be when I was banging 50 to 100 women a year. I used to be. I haven't been on that in a while. That casually dating and casually sleeping around with women. It's boring to me now. I like more of a, emotional connection, stuff like that. I just don't like a full-blown commitment. But I don't just like casual sex with random women. I've been grown out of that, guys. I'm 43 years old. 44. I'll be 44 this year. And if I decide to put this on YouTube, by the time you get it, I might be 48. Who the fuck knows? He gonna have some dickhead. Damn, I've been 43 for 5 years. Motherfucker, suck my dick. But anyway, guys, that's the rules and game. Next, the rotation girl. All right? She gets consistency, but no exclusivity. Okay, guys? So this is when you'll see a girl once a week if your schedule permits, right? But she's guaranteed to get one date a week. See you once a week, and this girl gets dates. She don't just get to come over and bust it open. No, she gets dates. All right, y'all go on a date, but she doesn't get no commitment. That means that she's free to sleep with other guys, and you're free to sleep with other girls. All right, guys? Typically, this is why a guy will have rotation girls. Either he has baggage, which means that he doesn't trust women, or he still wants to sleep with other women, but just not as many. So the guy who is dating, he typically wants to sleep with a large variety of women, 100 women a year. The rotation guy, the guy who likes rotation, he's cool with 3 women a year in a rotation, or 2 women, or whatever, right? So that's the guy who likes to just date. He likes no kind of emotional connection or nothing like that. He just likes fun evenings and casual sex. The guy who likes rotation girls, he likes more of an emotional connection and good sex. Okay, guys? And so typically you either gonna be like me where you want to sleep with a couple more women. I have no interest in sleeping with 50 women a year no more, guys. I just have no interest at all. Probably because I'm old. I don't know. Fucking whatever. Or the guy has baggage. And typically, guys, what I mean by baggage is if you cannot trust a woman, please do not. I'm trying to make sure I'm still okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm still recording. If you don't trust a woman, please do not get in a relationship. There's a good rule of thumb. If your girl came to you and said, hey, me and my girls want to go celebrate Tammy's birthday in Miami, this weekend and you got an issue with that, do not get in a relationship. You have to be able to trust your woman completely. I ain't say you gotta trust a bitch to spend the night at her ex-boyfriend house. Let's not get fucking carried away, fucking Sherlocks. I'm just saying that if your girl said, hey, me and the girls are gonna go to Mexico for spring break, if you can't trust her to do that, then you're not emotionally ready for a relationship. If you can't trust your girl to go have a girls' night out at the club because her girlfriend's birthday, I ain't talking about no casual Tuesday. I'm talking about, y'all guys know what I'm talking about. It's her girl's birthday, right? Okay, and they want to go to the club. Okay, fine, right? If you can't trust that, you're not ready for a relationship. If you haven't sowed all your wild oats, if you know you can't stay committed, I do not believe in cheating. I know for a fact that I can't just fuck one bitch. So why in the hell would I get in a relationship when I know for a fact I don't want to fuck 50 bitches a year no more, but I don't want to fuck one a year no more either. 3 will do. 3 with a good emotional connection. We got good rapport and I enjoy their company and all that type of stuff. Yes. 50, no. 1, no. My sweet spot is 3, 4, maybe, if I got the time. So if you have those trust issues, you're not ready for that. Okay, guys? Now, the girl in the rotation, she's going to be fighting for a commitment. Okay? She's going to want a commitment at some point. If you're not ready, you have to be okay with her leaving. You can string along as long as you possibly can by saying, I like to take my time. I don't like to rush into anything. But just understand that shit has an expiration date. You know, I think some of you motherfuckers just think you can say that shit to the day you die and a woman's supposed to be cool with it. Yeah, I like to take my time. I don't like to rush into anything. And the woman's supposed to be 50 years from now talking about something. Oh, okay. No. It's a good chance at some point, as with all these other categories I said, the woman is like, fuck that shit. Hell no. No, I like to take my time. No, it ain't gonna work forever. It'll buy you a little time. It'll buy you 3 months, maybe 6, but it don't last forever. Now, I've had girls that stay rotation pieces for a very long time. I've been dating the same girl. The main chick I'm dealing with now, I've been dating her since I met her the first day I moved to Atlanta. But the more high value you are, the better your chances of getting that to happen. So in other words, if you're a fucking pro football player, yeah, she might goddamn accept that for a very long time. A very long time if you're a pro football player. Construction worker, it don't work as well. It don't work as well. Work at the post office, it don't last that long. Yeah, it don't work that. It don't work. I like to take my time. Don't work that well when you're making $13 an hour. It just don't have the same ring to it. You LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, yeah, you know what? You know what? Let's just take our time. We got all our lives. It works for a very long time when you Carmelo Anthony or Floyd Mayweather. I bet Floyd Mayweather got bitches goddamn been putting up that shit for 15 years. It works very well. The more high value you are, the longer that rope get. Shit. Let me akin it to y'all guys like this. Let's say you got this super smoking hot bitch, right? Normally you might say, if you ain't fucked in 3 days, you might be like, man, fuck that shit. But that bitch a certified 10, I'm gonna give that bitch 2 more dates. I'm gonna give her 2 more dates. That's it. 2 more dates. We've been on 3, 2 more dates. Shit. That bitch fine, you get a little bit more rope. If you're super high value, that I like to take my time, it work a little, it come out your ears just a little. You sound like Luther Vandross when you say that shit. I like to take my time. I don't like to rush into things. Man, sound like you singing that shit a cappella. All right, guys. So the rules of engagement is you communicate with her to set up a date. If she's bitching and complaining that you don't communicate enough, then you can just text another day just to see how she's doing. If she's bitching and complaining about it, whatever the case is. Typically, guys, that would be enough. At some point, if you really like the girl, promote her to twice a week. A Tuesday and a Saturday, a Wednesday and a Saturday, or a Tuesday and Sunday, Wednesday and Sunday, or Tuesday and Friday. Y'all got, but try to have a 2 or 3 day gap in between, if you can. It might be a situation where if your schedule don't permit it, if you're a rotation guy, and let's hypothetically say you got Monday through Friday, you can't see no girl, and you like, I would not give one girl that Saturday and Sunday if you like rotation girls. If you couldn't do no other day, do the week. She would just have to be happy with that once a week. All right, you want to always keep that door open for another girl if you don't want nothing exclusive. Okay, guys? All right, next, girlfriend. She gets consistency and exclusivity. This means you have no baggage. This means you have no trust issues. This means that you've soared all your wild oats. If you're a guy and you know that you don't want to sleep with just one woman, do not promote no girl to girlfriend. It is not worth the stress to cheat. Life has enough stresses with bills and everything else that comes with it. You don't need to add another stress by around here sneaking and trying to cheat. This has nothing to do with morals. I could give a fuck less about the morals of the situation. I simply care about your stress level. It's not worth it. You better off just telling the girl, listen, I'm not ready for nothing serious now, and letting her walk, than to let her give you an ultimatum, get in a relationship, and then walk around here having to sneak around and all this other shit and have 2 phones. It's not worth the stress level. Just stay single. Okay, guys? The rules of engagement is you don't bring this up unless she brings it up. So if you're a purple pill guy and you have a girl that you would like to be exclusive with, you still have to wait till she bring it up. You can't bring it up. When she asks you, what are we, or where is this going? And then you say, I don't know where you want it to go. You know, let it be her suggestion. And that way she feels like she won you, not you won her. All right? So this serves 2 folds, right? It keeps her feeling like you're high value, which means that she's going to treat you with respect. Second, if you bring it up, now she feels pressured, and now she feels like she's dating down, because whoever brings the relationship part up, guys, believes that they're getting a better catch. Subconsciously, that's the way we think, right? If you bring it up to her, then you're making her feel like she's higher value. The woman don't want to be the higher value. She wants you to be the higher value. So instantly, she loses a little attraction to you, because by you bringing it up, now she feels like she's the catch or she's the prize. That's going to lower her attraction immediately. When she brings it up, she feels like, I won him over. Now she can respect you, because she feels like, damn, I had to earn him. Okay, guys? So she has to bring it up. I know how it is for my purple pill guys to meet a girl. She's fine. She has her head screwed on right. She's feminine. And you just dying to make her your girlfriend. But what I am telling you is you still have to wait for her to bring it up. Okay? That's the rules of engagement. And lastly, guys, marriage. And this is primarily going to be for my super religious guys. If you're a devout Christian or a devout Muslim, which means that you're heavily into your faith, then at some point you're probably going to get married. All right. Most of us, we're religious out of convenience, right? We don't go worship or whatever. We believe in our Savior, but we don't do everything in the Bible. Like with me, I haven't been to church in 25 years probably. I just try to be a good person, right? I just try to be a good person. But for my super religious guys who are devout Christians, Muslims, and Buddhists and all that, I don't even know if Buddhists get married, whatever, but y'all guys get what I'm saying. At some point, you're probably going to get married. What I suggest to you guys, if for those guys, is you should live with the woman for a year first. If you can. I understand for some of you religious guys, even that's out of the question. All right. For some super religious guys, even premarital sex is a no-no. I get it. I'm not knocking nobody's religion. If you're an ultra religious guy, I don't listen. I respect what you do. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do. I respect if you ultra religious. What I don't respect is when a man go and get married because the woman gave him an ultimatum. If it's something that you want to do, then do it. But I don't like this whole shit or get off the pot shit. And you go and get married even though you're not ready to get married. But she gave you the good old shit or get off the pot. And so you caved. That I don't respect. But if I do respect guys who get married for the right reasons, because you want to start a family and you have serious religious belief, I can respect that. I don't respect when you let a woman bully you into the shit. Okay, guys? But like I said, the rules of engagement for me in that situation, guys, is I would recommend you live with the woman for a year first. Because when you're dating or you say y'all in a relationship, but y'all don't live together, what happens is when y'all have little spats, y'all are in a situation where y'all allow each other to cool down because y'all don't have to see each other every day. But when you live together, when you live together, you can't run like that. You forced to sleep in the same bed with that motherfucker, and they mad at you. Y'all need to know how to be able to deal with that first. Y'all guys, it's different seeing a girl twice a week, or even if you see a girl every day, but y'all don't live together and y'all have a couple days apart and all that. Even if she spend the night over something, y'all still have that spot where if y'all in a bad space, she can go to her house for a couple days. You don't get that when you're married. You need to know how she handles situations when y'all don't get along. Is she gonna give you the silent treatment? Is she gonna ignore you for 2 weeks? You need to know all of that. That's why I recommend living together if you can. I understand some of you guys who are ultra religious, even that's not applicable. And I get that. I understand that. All right, guys. But that's my list, guys. With the girlfriend, the same thing. She might pressure you for marriage and all that type of stuff. If you're not ready, just let the woman know that you're not ready to get married. She's free to walk. Okay, guys? All right, guys. Hope this helped y'all guys out. I'll get back with you guys next time.